Hello everyone. In part 1 of this video, we made really basic responsive website using Dreamweaver. It was a very basic structure, so today we're going to stylize it using CSS, and then also we're going to develop hyperlinked multiple pages in Dreamweaver. If you have missed my part 1 of this video, please watch it first. It's gonna be more helpful. So don't forget to subscribe my channel and set the notification for my latest video. And let's get started. Okay, so this is the where we stopped last time. So basic structure. So let's take a look first. Let me preview it on a web browser. So this is what we did. Okay, so one single page, nothing special, but it is responsive. Okay, so first we're gonna change the background color, solid color or the gradient or the actual JPEG file images, tiled image. So let's do that. So first, I'm on my index.html, and then we're going to make a style sheet, cascading style sheet. So first, go to your CSS designer panel. Okay, and then we're gonna make a new CSS style file, create a new one, and just to name it, it could be any name, but I'm normally style.css, and okay. So now see that we have a new style.css file attached already. Now let me change the background color first. So now in your DOM panel, I'm gonna change the background color in the container fluid. That's the first one we created last time. Now go to your selectors panel, click on the plus, you see the container fluid, add it, and choose that. Now in your properties panel, we're gonna change the background color first. So background. If you want to change the solid back, I want to have a solid background color, just click here and choose color you like to use. Maybe something like that. Anything's fine. Since this is my favorite orange color, I'm gonna copy this hex code. Okay, so see, my background color is updated. So to view this as a kind of updated version, go to select your style.css tab, save it, save as, just to make sure in your root folder you see that your style.css is already added to your root folder. So save it, replace it. Let me go back to inbox.html, my source code. I'm gonna save it again just in case. And let's preview it on my Google Chrome. Oh, sorry, not this one. Index.html, see? It is all already updated. So this is how to change the solid background color. Now I want to use where's my Dreamweaver? Some tiled image. So please download the images, the images folder I provided in my description. So you will see that there's one background image called the bg.jpg. It's a kind of a small file, square image. So what we're gonna do, let me show you that image first. That is bg.jpg, this one. Okay, so we're going to tile it for the background. So this could be any image. So now same thing. Still I'm on the my style.css is selected, container fluid, this time background. Instead of using this background color, background image, Let me scroll down a little bit. URL is I'm browsing from my root and bg.jpg. Open it. See? Let me save my CSS style sheet first. Save it. So it is updated already. Let me check and refresh my page. See? So I have a tiled image. Next one. This time I'm gonna change my background color as a gradient color. So in my background, I don't want to use that image. Instead of that, you will see that the gradient panel. Click there. I'm gonna have some really subtle gradient. So remember that I copied the hex code. So go to hex, paste that color. I'm gonna paste it another same color on the bottom. Command V, and let me add a new color in the middle. That's gonna be white, just like that. So my background gradient is applied. So go to File, select your style.css, update it, save it, and let me check my web browser, refresh. So I have a gradient background. I think this looks better. Okay. All right. So next, this time I'm gonna change the background color of the nav bar on top. So back to Dreamweaver, my index.html. So let me make my the map simpler. So under my container fluid, I have a container. And under container, the very first one was my nav bar. So that's my navigation bar on top. Same thing, same way. Check your sources is gonna be style.css. And also, I'm gonna add a new selectors, which is my nav bar, by clicking on this plus button. So it is added. See? So select this selector, background color. I'm going to have a background color as a gradient this time as well. So let me scroll down, gradient option, choose it. I'm going to have on top black, on bottom point kind of a dark gray, like that. So it is applied. But we can, let me change it, update my style.css. Command S, file, just to save it. Let me check, update it. So it works. But since my background in the nav bars, the background is kind of really dark, so this black text doesn't work well. So I'm gonna update it. So back to my index.html. And select just maybe one of them, one of your menu. I'm choosing my About button, my second one, and you will see that nav link is highlighted. Under style.css, I'm going to add a new selector, and that is added here. Choose that. And just let me change the text color to that orange I made. I copied. So it is updated. Let me choose my style.css again, save it, and let me check, refresh the panel, my web browser. So it is already all updated. Okay, so it's getting better. And next thing is this nav bar, there's the placeholder for the logo. So we have two logos on top on the nav bar, and then the bottom on the logo on the footer. So let's do the kind of same thing. Go back to here and then select your nav bar image. You will see that in your code area there's a nav bar. we're gonna replace this text with an image, the logo. So delete the navbar text, go to Insert tab, choose the HTML option, and let's insert the image and choose the logo. Please choose the logo, the PNG file. That is that. Open it. It goes there. It's pretty big. Once it is imported to your navbar, click on this drop down menu. There's a hamburger button thing. Then I'm gonna make it smaller. Make sure the constraint chain is linked. Let me try 200 and make image responsive. Yep, I think that looks good. Okay, let me do the same thing on the bottom of my footer. Okay, so let me scroll down. I'm gonna choose my footer here and go to CSS designer. Okay, and then let me add my footer as a new selector by clicking on this plus button. So footer is selected, and the background I will use the same kind of a gradient. So from black to dark gray, maybe somewhere like that. Okay, and then also this logo, which is this. Let's see the logo. Delete the logo text like we did on navbar. Go to Insert, HTML, Image, and import the logo. That PNG thing. See? I think it is okay size. I may just keep it as it is. And then also the text. This one. It is kind of maybe the color is almost kind of invisible. So let me highlight that. Okay, so to change this, the text color in the footer, select your text, which is highlighted here already. Okay, and then add the selector. That is this. Change your text color to maybe white. So we have a white. If you want to line in the center, place your mouse cursor right before your text, copyright, and hit return. So we can move it down. And let me save it, my style again, file, save it, and my inbox. I'm gonna save it again. And let me double check. Let me refresh my web browser. So I have a navbar with the logo and the footer with the logo. So we make some changes now. Okay. Okay. And one more thing is, let me reduce my window size. As you can see, my hamburger button for the drop down menu is kind of a fading. We know that it is there, but I want to have some kind of better contrast or maybe a different color for that drop down menu button. So back to here and then scroll up. Let me read, oh, not here. Reduce my window size You see that? Now choose your navbar. I mean that drop hamburger button. See that? Navbar toggle icon, toggler. Choose the toggler. Okay. Then same way, under your styles.css, we're adding that navbar toggler as a new selector. It is added here. Now change the background color. Let's try something a little bit brighter gray. So it is updated. Let me pull this back to original. Let me change my style again. Select your style.css, save it, and let me refresh. Looks the same, but see? So now the drop down menu is more visible. Okay, so just remember that if you want to change a certain section, then what you need to do is, for example, if you want to change this color, this box color, then scroll down, select the object, the element you want to change, and that's the card button. This is the text. That's the button. Then same thing, under style.css selectors, we add this as a new selector. Okay, and the background color, I want to choose that the same color, the orange. See, so it updates everything. So again, style.css, let me resave it, and then let me refresh, so I have an update. Okay, so we're getting in there. Okay, so I think I'm pretty much done, maybe so far for now. And then what I want to do is, I want to make the other pages will be linked: about, volunteer, adopt, and contact. Okay, but before we make those pages, I'm gonna make a link first. So my NH Human Society, the logo, and then a home button will be used as a home button. About, volunteer, adopt, and contact. But we don't have those pages yet. So let's make the pages first, real quick. So go to Files, Page. Okay. Then hold down the Control key, or right click. Sorry. I'm on my index.html. Select index.html. Control click. We're making as a new file. That's gonna be the first one is about.html. Okay, and let me make a volunteer, because the home page is index.html. We don't have to make it. Control click, new file, volunteer.html. Two more to go. New file, adopt.html, and the last one, new file, contact.html. So we have already all 5 pages. Okay, then now select your logo first. We're going to, so let me go back to my source code, not on the style.css. Go back to the source code on your index.html, select your logo. You will see that there's a logo, and right before the image source tag, the coding, you see the href. We're gonna make a link to delete the pawn sign, href equal quotation mark, and then we're making a link to index.html. I will do the same thing for my home page too. This home button here, href equal index.html. Now other four buttons, this is about button, href equal about.html. Next one is volunteer.html, and the next one is adopt, not about, adopt.html, and the last one is contact.html. So they're all linked now. So let's do this. File, save this file first, and then let me check my root folder. See, I already have index.html and then all other four pages. So let's see how it works now. Refresh. This is a home. Let me click on about. There's nothing, but as you can see on your web browser, this is the about.html because we have nothing yet. We just have pages. Volunteer, we're in volunteer page. Adopt, we're in adopt.html. And contact, we're in contact.html. So we have all kind of, so we are ready to plug in or adding or putting some of the contents on each page. The easiest way is, since we already have some kind of navbars and the basic settings of these pages, go back to this, open your index.html, your source code, then in your code area, select all. Click there your mouse cursor in your code window and select all. It is all highlighted in blue. Copy, Command C. Now open about.html, the first one. So this about.html page has nothing yet. Select the all code and paste and click in your screen. So it is exactly the same. Now I just need to change the code. I mean the contents. So for example, first I want to change this. New Hampshire Human Society. I want to change it to about us. And also, I don't want to keep the carousel, the slideshow. I just want to have one single image. So in your the files, the images I provided, you have about.jpg. So we're gonna replace that carousel with this, just this one single image, the JPEG file. So I'm in about.html, and I just need to select my carousel, which is under my navbar. This is my carousel. Okay, delete it. We don't need it. What I need to do is, after my navbar, once you click on your navbar, in your code area, your navbar coding is selected. So after this navbar tag, let me hit the return key, and then go to insert and HTML option, choose the div, and OK. So this div will provide just one kind of a space for your JPEG file. So in your code, let me delete the contents for new div tag. Delete that. See that the blinking cursor. Now let me insert the image, which is about.jpg. Open it and click on this, the drop down menu, and check make image responsive. And let me save this file. And let me check my web browser. Refresh. Home. Let me click on About. Now I have an About page with this DMI image. If I want to go back home, go back home. About. Or you can click on this logo as well. So it is interacting. Same thing. In the mobile version, drop down menu, About. Drop down menu, Home. See? Back to here. Drop down menu, About page. Okay, so I will do the same thing for other pages, volunteer, adopt, and contact. So back to here. I think I still have a I copied that text or the entire coding already. So back to files. This time volunteer.html. Highlight the entire coding, paste it. So I have that. Okay, this page is for volunteer. Okay, and then also I don't want to have this carousel, so under your container, carousel, delete it. So we want to have that JPEG image right after navbar. So select your navbar coding, scroll down. After navbar, hit the return key, then insert div tag first, okay, and then the content for the new div tag, delete that, then insert the image, which is volunteer.jpg. That is this. Hypers. Okay, and then click on this drop down menu. Make sure, make this image as responsive. And okay, then go to file. Let me save it again. Let me check this file. Volunteer. About. Volunteer, go back home. So it is working. So let me finish the adopt and the contact page as well. In my contact page, paste it. Okay. Let me change my text first as a contact. Contact. And then carousel. I don't want to keep my carousel slideshow. So after carousel, after navbar, scroll down. After the other navbar, hit the return key to break the line, and then go to insert menu, HTML, div tag, okay. Then in this div tag, delete the content and insert the image, which is this time the contact.jpg. Contact.jpg. Save it, okay. And then drop down menu, make image responsive. And let me save this file. And we have one more, which is adopt page. Open adopt.html, delete it, and paste it. And I'm gonna change the text. I would say power of adoption. Okay, and then choose the carousel, delete it, Now choose the navbar. After navbar, hit the enter key. Let me insert div tag first. So this is a routine. Say OK. And then let me change this content. Delete it. Insert a new image, which is adopt.jpg. That is that. And make image responsive. And save this file. I think we're pretty much done. So now let me go back to my Google Chrome, my web browser. So from my home page, about, volunteer, adopt, contact, and back home. From anywhere you are, we can go back home by clicking their logo or home button. Same way as a mobile version, drop down, we can go to the contact page, we can go back home, or we can go to volunteer, we can go back home anytime. Okay, so I'm not gonna change the content for now. Just wanted to show you how to make a link. So for your personal website, for your content, so just to visit individual page, each page, and then just to change your content. Then it should work. Okay, and then also I'm planning to make the part 3 for the contact page only. So you can communicate with people. So how to get the email, how to add the comments on this website. Stay tuned, and then thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.